Third Phase Moon, Blake Cousins. We're broadcasting live right now, and we're asking the public to come in and share your UFO stories to the world. That's what we're doing tonight. But we've got some videos that we want to share with you. A close encounter with the Men in Black, or the Camo Dudes, as you would say, coming in from Area 51. It's a close encounter, and we want to share it. But remember, tonight we're broadcasting live right now. So here's the phone number to call in if you're joining us. The number is 347-934-0378. We're going to get to your calls, your UFO encounters. But before we get to that, I want to share with you this kind of breaking news coming in to us right here at Third Phase Moon, an encounter with the Camo Dudes. Let's get to it right now.
Got somebody following me out here on the dirt roads for outside of Area 51, Groom Lake. I got me somebody that wants to follow me. This is California Guardian, just in case you guys don't know. Unfortunately, there is there's no cell reception out here, so I guess I don't know what his intent is. But we're out here on the dirt roads of out here outside of the Area 51, Groom Lake.
If you're just joining us right here at Third Phase Moon, we're broadcasting live and sharing video. We're going to get to the source in a moment, but we wanted to let you know we're also doing a live radio broadcast show tonight too. So the number to call in, if you want to call in, is 347-934-0378. But let's get back to the video from Area 51, a close encounter with the MIB.
We're going to turn around. I'm just trying to, there's a couple more gates. I just can't seem to get on the correct road. So we're of course we'll make a U-turn up ahead, and you guys get to see the guy for yourselves. Oh, there it comes.
All right, let's get a little insight from the background who submitted this video and gave us permission to share it right now on Third Phase Moon. California Guardian. He said he was over there to cover Groom Lake's entry point at the main range entry on the Sniper Hill entry, and then the Camo Dudes are seen stalking him on the hill. Right now, we're watching the second part of the video where Camo Dudes blatantly intimidate and confront the cameraman himself. We want to thank California Guardian for sharing this video with us and sharing it on Third Phase Moon. We're going to give the original link below. You guys got to check out California Guardian. Now, the California Guardian. Now let's get back to the video right now.
go. I think we've got a place to make a U-turn right here.
Right, we're watching this basically a slow speed chase. Area 51, California Guardian, shared this video with us, and as you can see right now, the MIB is very close behind him. The camo dudes, some people call him, and right now we don't know how this is going to end. We're kind of watching it real time. This was captured just yesterday, October 11th, 2018, and we're sharing it with you right now. Watch this.
Look at him go! Look at him go! I guess he doesn't want to be on camera.
Wow, this is like a Mexican standoff right here. It'd be kind of intimidating being out there in the middle of nowhere and having these guys pull up on you.
436 E32 and unit number 027. He's following me, I'm going to follow him.
And now it looks like the California Guardian's actually chasing the camo dudes. This is bizarre.
Here we go. We're chasing the camo boy. Let's reverse this. He was following me. Now he don't want to be on camera. Look at him go!
All right, we're about to go live on Third Phase Moon Radio, taking your calls from around the world. We'll get back to California Guardian's video, but take a look at the number to call in just a few moments. 347-934-0378. That's the number to call in. Let's get back to this Area 51 video right now.
There goes the camo guys. I guess he's scared of the camera too. All right.
Well, here, now they're playing chicken with each other here. Take a look at this.
So now he's got a roadblock up.
Look at that. He's trying to hide his face. He put the visor down. He's trying to keep it down. Oh, now he's flashing these lights at him. This is so bizarre. All right, everybody.
I'm done playing.
All right, guys, that was the video coming in via Area 51, Close Encounters with MIB. What you guys thoughts? Would you be doing something like this? This guy had a lot of guts to get what he's getting, and now he's in hot pursuit of the camo dudes. This video goes on for 11 minutes. Again, we want to invite you to go take a look at the California Guardians YouTube channel. We're going to be supplying the links below, but wow, what a wild ride this turned out to be. We're just saying we're going to go live taking calls, but then this video came in. We're like, okay, let's share it right now. Let's get it out to the people, and that's what we're doing right now. And now we're going to go to the phone lines in just a bit. Here's the phone number to call in, guys. 347-934-0378. When you hear the area code number, when I call out your area code, that means you're up. So I think we're about ready to get to the phone lines in just a bit. Let's see. Let's just open it up and see how the callers are. If they've had any UFO experiences, we definitely want to see it right here at Third Phase of Moon. So let's go to area code 505. You're live, Third Phase of Moon. How you doing tonight?
We're doing good. How are you doing?
Oh, we're doing awesome. We
Long
just
time no talk.
Yeah, absolutely. Where are you calling in from, sir?
I'm calling in from, it's called Espanola.
What state is Espanola in?
It's north of Santa Fe. Have you heard of Santa Fe, New Mexico?
Oh yeah, Santa Fe, New Mexico. Yeah, well, you know, New Mexico, we do hear a lot of UFO sightings out there. Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, all in that area. A lot of military bases around there as well.
Okay.
You've seen anything strange as of recent?
Not recently. Just the story I shared with you guys about a year ago or so. Just the one where we saw the two up in the mountains. We looked up. There was one bright one, and then one little bright one, and they followed the big one from one end of the sky to the other end, like a little tail. It's like a little tail, that little tiny one. And then all of a sudden they moved from one end of the sky to the other end, and then they just disappeared into outer space. And you know, that was the first sighting. And the second sighting, where we saw three holes in the ground. We saw they're triangular shape, and we saw the three holes, like something that blew out the hole, and we knew that that's where they were landing. So that kind of confirmed our sighting.
Yeah, absolutely. I recall the call-in that you were trying to explain to us that you actually came across some residual evidence of a possible UFO landing site over there in New Mexico. It was an interesting phone call interview. I appreciate you sharing that with us again. Let's get to more callers. I appreciate that call-in. Let's get to area code 864. 864. You're with us live, Third Phase of Moon. How you doing tonight?
My pussy.
864. I don't know what that was all about, but maybe we'll get to area code 818. 8188. You're with us right now, live, Third Phase of Moon.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going? You calling in from Los Angeles?
Yeah, Los Angeles coming in. My name's Ed. It's great to be on the show. About time. It's been forever since I've been trying to get on the line.
I just want to thank you for putting the platform out for everyone that's interested in the phenomena. Out here in California, we support you guys completely, and I want to say thank you for your channel
Yeah,
and
appreciate that.
much success that you've done.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, the platform, I think it's lacking out there. There's no place really that people could share their UFO stories live on an audience with approaching 700,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. I think it's kind of like it needs to be done. A lot of people out there share UFO stories. We do a lot of it, but talking to the public, I think that's great in itself. There's something to say when the people, and it's live as well. Tell me, have you seen anything strange in the skies over California? I know that Elon Musk Falcon 9 rocket last week kind of shook up everybody, but what else? You seen anything crazy?
Yeah, I was actually at City of Industry when that happened. It wasn't as good as the last rocket, which was really close to where I'm from. I live in Downey, live about 20 minutes from downtown LA. One story that I do want to share. I used to live in Norwalk, and I emailed you about this encounter that I had a few years back. It was nighttime. I was going down the street. I was heading home, and I noticed about four or five amber golden colored orbs, maybe about 1,000 feet, and they were descending in unison, maybe about 20 feet apart from each other. And I had my ex-girlfriend in the car, and we're about a block away from my house when I decided to pull over and exit the vehicle so I could get a clearer sight because they were behind a tree line on the block. And I got out, she got out, and you know that feeling where they say, I was in total amazement and everything just pauses and slows down when you're looking at these things, these objects that you can't explain. I'm always on the ready. In my head, I'm always on the ready for an encounter like this. And to be experiencing that and not have my phone out, I don't know. I don't have an explanation on why I couldn't react. But these four golden orbs came down, maybe as short as the tree. I think it was about 50 feet. And these things were, it's hard to say. They looked like they were small as a basketball, but then they would get larger, maybe like a hula hoop size. And they just made no sound. They were bright, and I couldn't see anything inside of it. I couldn't even tell if it was mechanical or not. But they just looked like a source of energy, and they started floating away in the sky, and they were following each other, like trailing each other. And then once they got up to, let's say, maybe 2,000 feet, they started disappearing one by one until you couldn't see them anymore. And by far, that has to be like the closest encounter of unexplained, I guess, UFO, you may want to call it.
Sure.
I've ever had.
Yeah. Well, you know, when you see these orbs of light, there's so many people that see these things. There's no explanation for them except that we don't know exactly what they are. They're UFOs. And are they interdimensional? I'm not exactly sure. I want to get your guys' comments below. If you think some of these strange lights in the skies could be interdimensional beings, maybe actually they're alive in itself. They're actually living organisms. I'm not exactly sure, but people are seeing these things all over the planet. We've got a lot of calls. Hey, thanks for the call in, man. Thanks for the call in. Let's go to Eric Coda 559. 559. You made it to the show. Hey, thanks for joining us.
How you doing?
Oh, doing great. Where are you calling in from, sir?
Fresno. I got a story for you.
Yeah, cool. Let's hear it.
This young kid, 5, 6. This young kid that was 5, 6 years old. He lived in Iowa for most of his younger years, and he lived on a farm. There was a bunch of pigs. There was a bull. Grain, whatever the grain things, all the big things of grain. And one time, kid told me that he went in there
and he got stuck in there. The grain started coming in, and all he seen was a light. And he woke up the next morning in his bed, and everything's been different ever since then. Like, this dude knows, like, things that happen, dude. Like, he knows things that happen. It's weird. Like, I legitimately know this dude. And he'll tell me something's gonna happen, and it happens. It's like fucking weird.
Oh, yeah, you gotta watch the language. But yeah, what about
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry. It's weird.
yeah,
It's really weird, man. Like, this dude, he'll tell me something, man, and like 2 or 3 months later, dude, it happened. Or like he'll tell me, hey, this is gonna happen next month, and it happens.
So this happened shortly after he had this experience. You mean his like demeanor, his attitude changed in life overnight or something?
Yes, everything. Like everything. Because I've known him since I was a kid, man. Everything changed. Whenever he was 5 or 6, this transpired, and like everything changed. Everything did.
Yeah,
Everything changed for him.
yeah. Sometimes it's a life-changing
He ended up,
experience. Some people are prepared. Some
well,
people
like,
don't take it the same.
I don't think he was prepared for it at all, honestly. I think he's more scared of it. But like all this stuff has transpired, like now he's not even nowhere around there. Grandfather was in the military for a long time. My mom's dad was in the military for a long time, and anyway, we had to leave Utah. We had to leave Utah. Well, I don't know why. I was young. I was like 9 or 10 years old, man. I don't know why. But the kid, man, I'm telling you right now, the kid changed ever since he was 6. Because I know the kid.
What's he doing now?
And honestly, what he's doing is he's done a lot of stuff. He really did a lot of stuff in his life. Like he did some work in Lemoore Naval Air Base over here in Lemoore, California, and he did some work underneath the air base out there with some dirt. Down whatever, underground, pulled some dirt out.
You're saying after
But
this encounter that he was basically predicting the future?
Yeah, pretty much. He still does, dude. Like, you don't understand. Like, it was weird, man. He said the earthquakes were going to start. They started. He said that the weather was going to change. It started changing. Like everything, man. Since we were kids, man, it's been like that. He'll tell me, man, why don't you buy that lottery ticket? I'll buy the lottery ticket, dude, and win $20, $30, $40, $50. It's weird.
We need to take this guy to Vegas.
No, I've never done nothing like that. But I'm telling you right now, the kid, everything changed. It's weird. He remembers going into the grain thing, and he remembers the grain. The thing slamming shut and the grain coming in, and then all he remembers is a bright light. Waking up in his bed the next morning, having to walk down the walk to go get on the bus to go to school. But everything changed. Like everything changed, and like he sees the light pulses in the sun. He'll sit there and say, "Hey, do you see that?" And I'll be like, "What?" And he'll be like, "Hey, do you see the light pulse?" And I'll be like, "Oh, really? Okay, whatever." And then 2 days later, we'll hear about it from NASA. Oh, there was a pulse. We'll hear about it on TV or something. I just look at him like, what the hell, man?
Yeah. Almost like almost out of a comic book. Let me ask you this, like a superhero comic book. Does he regret his basically? Does he like it?
It's weird, man. Like, it's weird.
Does he appreciate it? Is it a burden on his life, or is it a positive?
I think it's a burden. I think it's more of a burden on him, honestly. Because people to see him come across and they don't believe him, and then the stuff happens, and it's like, it's weird. Like, people look at him like he's stupid, and then the shit happens, and the stuff happens. Like 3 or 4 years later on down the line, the stuff happens.
All right, man. Well, keep in touch. If he predicts anything more, and maybe we could take a note of it. Take a time
you have
and
no
date.
idea. But he told me. What you want to honestly know? What he told me? I think a couple weeks ago. He told me.
He said something's coming up.
It's incomprehensible. He said, "What's coming is incomprehensible."
Incomprehensible. Well, let's just. I'm not a doomsayer. Maybe it's incomprehensible that peace on Earth is going to happen, and nobody believes that. So
Like, I'm hoping his weather change. Like I said, I'm hoping his weather changes and stuff like that, man. But what he said, he couldn't even tell me what's coming because it's incomprehensible.
Well, what we saw at Mexico Beach in the past couple days is basically
I know
unprecedented.
exactly. I saw Mexico Beach, and I just kind of looked at him like, dude. Anyway,
Hey man,
just have
thanks.
a good night. Thank
Yeah.
you very much for listening to it.
Appreciate it. Hey, thanks for the call in,
Little
sir.
piece of information.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let us know. Let us know if just if he's got any more things that he's got to say. Appreciate the call in, sir. We're gonna go to more callers. I got a strange call. It's area code 400, and then everything after that is a bunch of zeros. So it's like what is this? 4 billion calling in. I'm not exactly sure, but let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Area code 400. You're calling into Third Phase Moon.
I come from your vagina.
All right, okay. We got some trollers trying to troll Third Phase Moon tonight, but nothing new, nothing new. A lot of trollers trying to basically suppress the evidence. Suppress the evidence, trying to cut down a good show, too. Let me tell you, we're on a roll there. But I'm not exactly sure what people are trying to get when they try to do that. But anyway, I want to get you guys' opinions of this Area 51 video. What do you guys think? If you were out there being intimidated by the camo dudes, what would you do? What would you do if you were in a strange encounter like this? I'm not exactly sure, guys, but I'm so happy you guys joined us tonight on this live Third Phase Moon radio show. Let me see. You might be able to get one more caller in. I'm just kind of curious on some of the. It seems like we're being bombarded with trollers. I'm getting all these troll phone numbers, and right now I'm not sure if the phone lines are being hacked. I know the public's trying to get through, but the trollers are trying to make it a little difficult at the moment. What we'll do is just run the Area 51 video. Stand by, everybody. Keep in touch. We'll be broadcasting very shortly with more phone numbers. What's that, Brent?
Throw out the number again.
Okay, let's throw out the phone number one more time. People want to call in, and we don't want to deny the call in. So let's get the phone number out. Here it is. It's area code 347-934-0378. We're broadcasting live. Don't be shy. If you've got a UFO sighting you want to share, now's the time to call in to Third Phase of Moon Radio. We want to hear your incredible encounters, your close encounters. Have you seen an alien? Have you been abducted? I know a lot of people have had missing time out there and they can't explain what it is. Again, the number 347-934-0378. That's a phone number to call in. Maybe we could get to a few more callers now that the number's out. Let's try area code 970. 970 is with us live, Third Phase Moon. How you doing tonight?
Hey, 970, what's happening over there?
Oh, just enjoying.
Hang on mute real quick.
Hey, thanks for calling in, man. Where are you calling in from?
Colorado.
All right, well, you're coming in really loud and clear. It's pretty cool. You got something you want to share to the world right now? I sure like to hear it.
Yeah, I called the other day. I wanted to share my buddy's UFO story, if that's cool. I mean, it's
for sure.
Third hand, but it's a pretty good story.
Oh, we love UFO stories. Whether, sometimes friends tell each other their UFO encounters, and a lot of friends don't even want to share it because they're too embarrassed. But, who can you trust more than your friend? Obviously, you can't call them a liar straight to their face when they're trying to explain to you some of this stuff. You got to take it for what they say if you trust them as a friend. Let's hear it.
Oh, yeah, totally. Okay, so we're out here or he's out there. This is in a little small town in the Four Corners region of Colorado. And he's telling me how it's like 2 o'clock at night, and him and his buddy are driving, and it's a small town, and there's this orb that's above like this church area. And he and his buddy go towards it, and then it rises up, and he tells me it's like, it's not too much bigger than like, a big old beach ball or something. And then it turns red and flashes red and starts going towards him. And he said he was like terrified. And he's like, "Well, wow, we're out of here." And I believe him. I believe his story.
That's the story.
Wow, that was a quick one, but we're showing video right now, some videos of orbs apparently captured in Northern California, if I'm not mistaken. But the way you explained it, the size of these things, that's the universal size, like the size of a beach ball. These orbs. I'm wondering if they're intelligent in any way. Could it be just static electricity creating a charge that lasts for a while? I know a lot of military flares are mistaken for orbs, but then there are those genuine ones that just kind of pop up out of nowhere. I'm wondering maybe earthquakes, shifts of plate tectonics could create a friction, an electromagnetic charge that creates these things, or they could be interdimensional. It's hard to say, but a friend of mine that was so close to one of them, he said that he could actually hear it crackling, like it was almost like a static crackle. But then a lot of people say they make no noise whatsoever. I don't know, man. We got to find out what those are.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating. I mean, you can imagine it could be all kinds of different things, but I mean, it seems like it's intelligent. When you approach it, it changes the color. And I've heard other stories. There's like a Boy Scout story. I was a Boy Scout leader for a while, and one of the Scout leaders he was out with a bunch of Scouts, and they saw a bunch of orbs floating all over the water, and I forget where he was, maybe Utah. And there's like this skinwalker thing going on. Have you talked about that or anything like that?
Yeah, the Jeremy Corbell Skinwalker Ranch movie's been
Mm-hmm.
out. Yeah, we covered Skinwalker over a year ago, and it's interesting that Bigelow, Mr. Bigelow himself, bought that place, trying to find out exactly what's going down. I got a feeling the guy's a billionaire, so he's not going to give us everything that he discovered over there. He's keeping it close to the pocket. He infiltrated MUFON for a while and actually put out over $750,000 to collect information from MUFON for about a year. So the guy was doing his research, but he was kind of not sharing what he was obtaining out there in the field. Not exactly sure what his agenda is, but he's a full believer in UFOs. Hey man, appreciate the call in. Have your camera ready too. You never know.
Yeah, brother.
All right, man. Take care. All right. I think we got time for one more call. Let's roll the dice and let's see what area code 205 has to say. Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing tonight?
All right. I'm from Alabama. I used to live in a place called Blunt County. It's a city called Rimlap, and it's an old country road. And I was younger. Me and my grandma were driving back from where she lived. It was a city outside of there. And there was an orange light up in front of us. And we both agreed that it was a brake light. Like, one of the brake lights was out, so we only saw one. But as we got closer, it just zipped up into the sky. And we were both baffled. Hit the brakes. We sat there for a minute, and that was it.
Yeah, some of these sightings only last for split seconds. But the moment that you do see it, it sticks with you for life. It's basically like embedded into your brain because you saw something special. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll remember it.
No way could it have been a military flare or maybe a Chinese lantern?
No, no, it was way too close to the ground, and there's no military around there at all.
Absolutely, absolutely. People just want to dismiss it very easily in regards to people's sightings, in regards to orbs in the skies, UFOs. But until you see one yourself, that's when you know something special just went down. You witnessed something that you can't explain, and a lot of people can't explain it, and that's the point. And that's why we're doing this Third Phase of Moon radio show, to listen to the people's testimony in regards to the phenomenon. It's real, everybody. Keep your eyes on the skies. We're not alone, and we'll see you real soon. Everybody, thanks for chiming in the chat. We want to thank Paper Crane Wishes for joining us and being a member, and Andrew Reese is part of the team as well. And we're going to have some new moderators on the show, so it's going to be really cool. Stay tuned, everybody. Keep your eyes on the skies. We're not alone.